Odin grows to level 23. Which is pretty awesome. I know I kind of missed the beginning of that. But at level 22, actually, which is all I caught him at, he actually evolves into Arbok, which is unfortunate because at level 22, Arbok learns Crunch, which means I'm not going to learn Crunch until I go to the move relearner person. But, you know, that's okay. That's just sort of the way things work. I'm going to have a lot of moves to relearn it when I get to that point. It's going to be a little bit obnoxious just because of the way you get them. But, what can you do? Unfortunately, miss out on Crunch. Who cares? It's a freaking Arbok. It's still pretty awesome. Not bad stats, actually. Well, I guess compared to everyone else, they're not great. But, well, then again, these guys are all like 8 levels ahead, so that's probably why. So, he'll be pretty good, actually. I plan on training him. So, you guys see this right here, right? Yeah, unfortunately, I had a bit of an incident, training where I switched Proton John in to help kill a Gardevoir for Mr. Cholera over there. Gardevoir learns Magical Leaf. I was not aware of this. Unfortunately, I didn't catch on camera because I was actually doing other things on the computer that were noisy, so I didn't want to pick that up. But then I stopped that so I can get this little tidbit because death is a thing, and now the trifecta is complete. All of Runaway guys are dead. This is really tragic that the Runaway guys are all dying, but that's the way things go, unfortunately. So, yeah, Magical Leaf. Oh my god, phone, the 1 minute I actually record. Ah! And then while I was out training, this guy called, so I was like, oh, gotta start the recording again. And then he's like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, blah, 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 more Safari Zone, blah, blah, blah. So I guess I'll be doing that in this episode as well. Cool. Alright guys, the training is complete. They're all ready to go here. I gave them the Poison Barb. Moveset really didn't change that much, if at all. I don't think it changed at all, actually. So, there's that. Cool. And then Slowpokes, he has Surf. I gave him Surf and Disable and blah blah. But I'm going to improve their movesets in this video as well. Starting with Odin right there. Because I decided, after a lot of deliberation, that he's going to be the person I give Dig to. I know, kind of a bit of an odd choice, but I kind of want him to have that ground-type move. He can learn Fire Fang, so I could give him Fire Fang as well. But in the end, I kind of want him to have the ground stab, because it's just more useful in general, in my opinion. They can hit certain things that would be useful. Plus, it gives him a nice little dodge ability if I need it. So, there's that, I guess. I don't know. I just felt like teaching him Dig. As opposed to Fire Fang, because I don't want to... Dig's more stronger. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then we'll teach Cholera stuff in a little bit. I don't know why I just opened the menu. But, as you guys know, Bobo called, and he's like, more Safari Zone stuff, so it's like, well, great. We're just never going to get to actually doing this episode. Except, okay, so basically the way the Safari Zone works, you get this thing where you can sort of mix everything up and lets you customize Safari Zone areas, and then, you know, you can catch different Pokemon depending on how you customize it. Which is cool, because you can actually, like, get Pokemon like Larvitar, I think Lapras and stuff like that, by doing this. So, yeah, we need to use the area customization to make a desert area to catch a Sandshrew. I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. So, blah, 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 there's, like, 6 areas you can customize. I actually don't even know how to use this thing, so I'm sort of reading it as we go. So, yeah, you can swap areas. Blah, 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 blah. No, I didn't mean to press that one. Don't care. Don't care. This seems pretty self-explanatory, though. And then, yes, you can do stuff. I don't really care about the Safari Zone that much. It's just like, well, it's an LP, I gotta show it off. Nope, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, let's use the area customizer thing. So, we want a desert, don't we? So, do we have a desert area somewhere? Desert. And then we'll move the desert. No, I want to move. How do you? We'll just push this one to a desert then. Blah, it's a desert. So now the Safari Zone has become deserted. Haha. What can you do over here anyway? I think you can like. Oh, you can link Safari Zones of people. Whatever. So now this is a desert zone. As we're gonna go in here in a sec. No, I want to go in here. Thank you. Yes, I know I have to spend money. Who cares? I have like 30,000. I am far richer than you, good sir, because I am a Pokemon master and I steal money from the people I defeat. Seriously, why do you have to pay the person when you lose? Is that just like an official rule? Or do we just kidnap their money if our Pokemon? Anyway, desert area, should be able to find a Sandshrew here. It's not going to randomize, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and catch the Sandshrew. And it's a Pharaoh. Cool. I'll just, whenever I get a Sandshrew. It's a Sandshrew. Have a Pokeball. Can we get the Pokeball right away? Of course not. No. You're mine, Sandshrew. Get in the Pokeball. Apparently me acting like a retard makes me catch Pokemon. Excellent. So, we got Sandshrew, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't exist because he's not a random Pokemon. I'm just doing it for the sake of advancing the Safari Zone plot so you guys can see how that works. What are we going to call Sandshrew? Well, he's a mouse, so we're going to name him Mickey. Because, I don't know. M-I-C-K-Y something. Mickey Mouse. Oh, God. What have I done? But I really don't care about showing off the different areas. If you guys need to figure out what areas like have which Pokemon, just look it up, I guess. I don't really care. Like, there's all those different areas. You can customize them. Stuff happens, and I'm gonna go get that Sandshrew. Be right back. While I'm here, I just realized I never really showed off. Yeah, PokeHvn. Well, I've officially killed every single runaway guy. I am just that pro. Alright, Mr. Bo, here's the Sandshrew, and I am now the Safari Zone owner? But what? That's how it works, I guess? Okay. So, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll pay admission because I'm the owner. That's real nice. What's the point of me being the owner, then? Whatever, so I think that's the end of the Safari Zone. I can kind of customize it as I please, and use that to catch different Pokemon if I want. Maybe I'll show more of it off in like an extra video. Like how, I guess I'll extra video that stuff. Anyways, I'll meet you to wherever the next place I'm going is. Illegal. It's Photograph Dude. Have we done this one before? I don't even know. But I'm on a bike. Do I get to stand the bike for the picture? I do get to stand the bike for the picture. I never knew that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so apparently you get like the seal case that you do from like, for this thing. Like the seals over here. You get that from healing that sick Miltank, which I never did. And I don't have any berries right now. I'm gonna have to get an orange berry somewhere and come back and, you know, finish that at some point. I'll do that at some point. But I don't have to worry about it right now. Alright, so I'm here because basically I managed to get a bunch of berries from grinding for a certain TM in Goldenrod, which, in case you're wondering, I actually grinded for Flash Cannon. Not really something I'm going to need right now, but I will need it soon. Those of you who know my Pokemon will know which one that's going to be going on, probably. But I did pick up a copy of Fire Blast and a copy of Ice Beam because, believe it or not, Slowpoke can learn Fire Blast. What? Yeah, it's always been a kind of a bit of a weird thing where you can learn those moves, and I don't know if I'm going to keep Fire Blast on him, but it's only 5500 P. At this point, you know, I have plenty of P. That sentence, yes. But then I'll also teach Ice Beam because, you know, I always do that to all my Pokemon, because they always get Ice Beam. I forgot, yeah, Sith can learn Ice Beam. Nah, Fire Blast is better. You don't need Disable. So now, you know, Slowpoke has plenty of offensive options in terms of doing damage, and that's good. It won't be that great until it evolves, but what can you do? So, now that we've sort of taken care of all that, let's go heal a Miltank, because I got like 8 Oran Berries, and that should hopefully be good. No, don't want to talk to you. Talk to Miltank. There we go. So let's see if we can give it enough Oran Berries to heal it now. This better be enough. I have like 8 of them now. I've already fed like 4. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, we only needed 2. Ha! That's pretty funny. Wait, no, I want a seal case. Give me seal case. Seal case. Yes! So now I can get that. I'll go down to the girl in Olivine and I'll show that off. And now I can actually customize some Pokeballs I'll show that off, and then, you know, maybe from there, like, we can actually, we can actually get to the actual, like, main story part of this video, or, at this point, I'm wondering if I might make this, like, some sort of, like, half part, and, like, attaches the end of the previous part, if you know what I mean. We'll see. I think if you talk to one of these people, you get a TM, though. No, I don't care about your moo-moo milk! No, I don't want your moo-moo milk! Actually, a dozen might not be a bad idea, but no. So, we get TM83, that's just natural gift, it involves berries, and it's honestly pretty shitty. So, I'm not gonna teach it to anyone, because who cares about berries? I'm not gonna... A, it costs berries to use it, which is just stupid. And B, it's stupid. Alright, so now that I've finally gotten the seal case, once every day, you can go over here and get some random seals from this girl. Well, this one's an end seal, and a flora seal, and a fire seal. So, yeah, cool stuff. And then the way you go ahead and put them on your balls, once again, sounds really immature, but basically you go to the Pokemon Center, and you can do it from there. So, we'll go ahead and do that now. However, you can't, the thing about this, which is why I'm probably not going to really bother using it. Where do I go to put this? Is it under my thing? Yeah, it is. The annoying thing about this is, basically, you basically have to, no, stop it. You have to, essentially, you have to unequip it to a Pokemon in order to take them out of your party. And considering how much party switching I'm doing, it's kind of a bit inconvenient. So, like, say we'll do one, like, what's this one? This one's a party seal. I don't know, let's try something like this, for example. I don't know, I'm just sort of like making, what's this one here? Another Flora Seal, sure. And then like when you ascend a Pokemon, you have like something like that going on, which is pretty cool. Actually, that's a cool one for Breloom. Let's put these a bit lower though. And then you can go ahead and bring out your artistic side using this if you want to, which is kind of cool. So, I don't know, let's try a pattern like that. How would that look with Breloom? That's actually pretty cool. So, you know, you can do something like that. I'll go ahead and I'll just equip this one to Breloom. So then you go to set, and you go set to Breloom. And now every time you set a Breloom, we'll have like little shiny special effects. Now, like I said, because you have to sort of unequip them to Pokemon before you can switch them out, which is really inconvenient. I'm not gonna really do that too often, but I'll show it off, and I'll try to pick up some more from the girl and see what cool ones I can get. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the cave. Alright guys, like I said, now that I've wrapped up some loose ends, I don't know if this is going to be the beginning of a new episode or the middle of the current one. Depends on how long this next section really takes. So if not, you know, hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX, blah blah blah, and actually I had never even said it to begin with, so hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX, blah blah blah. Tamal apparently has an item, which I didn't even intend to press A, and I did accidentally. So, more flowers, because Tamal just loves those flowers. And now that we've taken care of that, let's go ahead, we're heading to the next area, finally at long last. Except I just realized I need a Pokemon of Cut, so never mind, be right back. Alright, we're back, take two. Now, I'm not going to actually surf across here and access that quite yet, because I believe the surfing's a bit shorter from the other end. You can pretty much skip Mount Mortar entirely if you want, both in the cave and outside the cave. It's just really extra items, and then there's a segment here once you learn the Waterfall TM that's really useful. However, it's a new area, which means a new Pokemon. Technically, you're evolved, so technically I'm not going to count you, but these Pokemon are actually really low level. I probably should have stopped here and picked one. Oh, I can't escape. Be right back. Stop it! Oh, crap. Wow! That hurt! Ow! Well, screw you, I'm gonna just use Leech Seed. Anyways, that was danger, but like I said, whenever I catch the wild Pokemon that I can actually catch, we'll cut to that. Unless it's this, which it's not. Holy crap, it's a Ralts. Wow, was not expecting that. However, it might have teleport. Okay, you know what? We're just going to go straight for the catch here because it might have teleport. And I'm just going to go right for a quick ball because they're good in the first turn of battle. And maybe I can just outright catch it with a quick ball. Maybe? 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 Speedy McSpeederson. Alright, definitely raising a Ralts. I am a big fan of this Pokemon. And there's actually a friend of mine who has been in a couple of my videos who I promised I would name a Ralts after if I ever caught it. So, funnily enough, it actually happened. So, for those of you who know Fen, who's been in a couple of my League of Legends videos and TF2 occasionally as well on other people's channels, I mean, she does stuff, so why not? You get a Pokemon. So, there we go! I actually got a Ralts. Holy freaking shit. I was like, that was totally a joke too. I was totally like, I'm never ever gonna catch a Ralts. And then it happened. That's actually kind of funny. So, there we go. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I love Ralts. Definitely one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I'm probably, man, as much as I want to go, I kind of do want to go the whole Gallade route. That's going to be a tough call, because the Gallade route is interesting, but then I can't really train the Pokemon until then, because you need to get a Dawnstone. But I'm not that far away from getting one. I don't really know where I'm going this cave, by the way. For the record, I don't know what I'm doing. I think, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to go the Gallade route, because I've raised a Gardevoir before, and they're cool and all. Freaking Gardevoir killed my Pokemon, but, in the same video, perhaps, possibly, which is kind of funny. But, at the same time, like, I've always... Oh, god damn it, do I need someone with strength? No! I have to go all the way back. Whatever, we'll do as much as we can in here, before I go back. And then we'll go back, and then we'll get a Pokemon with strength. So, that's a thing. Is there an item I can down here? Yeah, we'll grab this item. To revive. Totally useless in a Nuzlocke run. But yeah, I think the Gallade route is the one I'm going to take, because, yeah, as long as I can get a Dawnstone right after the Elite Four, which I think I can, it's a viable option. Be right back. I just realized, I think it has to be a guy to be a Gallade, though. So I don't think I have that option. Shit. Well, I guess it's gonna be a Gardevoir then. I'll look this up. If I'm wrong, I'll put an annotation over this, because I'm not 100% that. But I think Gallades are male only. Maybe. I think so though. Anyway, there's a trainer here. Let's go ahead and fight him, and then I'll go ahead and fight the trainer outside the other in the cave, and then we'll cycle around and grab this stuff and move on. So yeah. Or I guess I could end the video here, and then I could. Oh, this is like a horrible match. Actually, no, it's not. I can use Mega Drain. But, I guess I could also just end the episode here, because with all the extra supplementary stuff, it would kind of be about an episode. I don't really want to, though, because that's kind of a weird spot to end. I don't know. We'll figure it out. First things first, we do with the Bally's trainers, so we'll quickly do that. And we'll go from there. I think, actually, I'll just keep going, and then if I need to split into 2 videos, I'll just split things into 2 videos, and I'm going to decide where I'm cutting this after, so... There might be some sort of awkward beginnings and endings going on here, but it kind of is sometimes what you have to do with these kind of live commentary when you don't exactly know how long sections are going to take. Sometimes it has to go like that. Anyway, just going to go ahead. Tamal almost died, and he's already back up to full. And critical hit right there. Pretty pro. Tail whip. Ha! You jokester. You chuckster. Just going to go ahead and Mach Punch this thing, take it out, and we'll move on. So we'll take this thing down, and that's going to be a level up for Tamal, as expected. And not a new move? Probably not, nope. So there you go. You lost to some kid. Yes, you did. Ain't that just a kick in the pants. Anyway, that's actually the end of Mount Mortar, the inside version. Unless there's some places to rock climb, obviously, and there's not any items. I don't know if there's items, whatever. But that's actually the outside. Oh, wait, we can catch a Pokemon here, too. Well, ain't that pretty neat? Didn't realize we can catch a Pokemon this route, too. I'm okay with this. Let's go ahead and catch one. I have the Repel on. God damn it. We'll just go fight some trainers, then we'll catch a Pokemon. So, yeah, we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll fight these trainers, we'll catch the Pokemon, we'll end the video. No, we'll fight the trainers, we'll end the video, we'll catch a Pokemon next time. That's what we'll do. I've decided, after long last, so... We'll see what Pokemon I catch next time. Now, in terms of what I'm going to train all these Pokemon, well, obviously, if I have to make it a Gardevoir, I'm going to put it on the team immediately, because Gardevoir is awesome, and I love it. But I'll train these after I do the Lake of Rage, because the Lake of Rage is going to, because we're going to be able to catch 1 or 2 new Pokemon in the next few videos anyway. And at this point, I just kind of want to train them all at once. So, like, I want to have at least 2 or 3 to train, and not just, like, 1 at a time, because that's just kind of silly. Because then when you have 2 or 3, you can sort of just train them all together, and it's pretty cool. So, we'll do that, and then we'll have a giant training session again. And then after that, there's not going to be a new Pokemon for quite a while. So, we'll have our team. I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to use now, because I have so many options now. Still no Pokemon that can fly, which is kind of saddening. But, that's sort of the way things go, I suppose. But there we go. 1 trainer down. We'll just take care of these other ones. We'll just keep them all in for now. Hello! Want to fight? We can fight. Yes, I do want to fight you. Actually, I'll go ahead and surf across and show you what's on the other end too before I end this video. That'll be a good length then. Hello, Tamal. You have nothing that's super effective. That's kind of stupid. So we'll just switch you out to someone else. Like, let's go ahead and show off Cholera. Why not? We haven't got to show him off in battle yet. I do need to show off Odin as well, which I will when I can. And then, good times. So, Confusion. I do have the Twisted Spoon, so even though Confusion's a slightly weaker move than the other ones, it will be boosted by the Twisted Spoon. Plus, it's super effective in this case, so Confusion's still a decent move at this point. Slowpoke's special attack is not the best. As you can tell, by the way, I'm a bit, like, over-leveled. I'm not sure if the game intends you to go this way first. Sometimes I feel like it does intend you for you to go this way, so we might have this sort of series of absolutely ridiculously easy Pokemon, which I guess is unfortunate, but what can you do? I mean, who cares? Makes the battles go by faster. Why not? So, there we go. That is the end of... Yes, you should have used your Moonstone. You fail! You're not nearly as good as PK. Anyway, hello! I will fight you as well, and then I'm going to quickly see if there's any more trainers on this route. If there isn't, then we will call it a video. Alright, we'll fight you up tomorrow. Mega Drain, all the things. And I'm going to keep the code on for now, even though I'm going to be surfing. And I'm just going to hope that, like, bad things don't happen. And if they do, I won't count them. Because I'm lazy right now. I don't feel like turning off the code. I'd have to turn it off, then I have to reset the game, then I have to turn it back on. It's just like a huge pain in the ass. What can you do? Anyway, Mega Draining this Quillfish, taking it out. And that will be it for him. And I'll go check and see if there's any other trainers before we surf across the land. Oh, no, I don't care. Fine, 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 fine. Move on. Alright, okay. We get the picture, Mr. Dude. I think that's probably a hidden item there. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, and I believe, like, this is the end of the route. Yeah, so over here's Mahogany Town. We'll be visiting that next video. Hey, Repel wore off. I guess I'm going to catch it next time. That's actually good, because I don't want to surf for Repel on. That is bad news bears. Actually, if I remember correctly, I can show off the middle part of the Mount Motor too. I'm kind of like continuing this episode going forever and a half. Surf music, why are you still here? You don't need to be here anymore. Yeah, see, as you can see, it's a lot shorter though in the water on this side. Like, you can see the edge over here already. So, really quick. And the reason I do want to go over here is there's a Suicune, and we can't go get that item over there. There's a rock blocking it, and you need rock climb for that. So, too bad. So let's go ahead and cut this tree and go visit Suicune because we are the best of friends. Hello! How's it going? You wanna give me a hug? No! Ow! Don't push me, that's really, really rude! You! Don't fight me again. Don't fight me again. Yes, I know you have a boner for Suicune. No one really cares, Ucine. I don't care for Ucine the slightest. Anyway, you're creepy! Okay, have fun with that. Eventually we will have our chance to catch Suicune, but that won't be till the distant future. Anyway, just gonna waste some time and grab some apricorns. We'll go inside the middle area here because I'm 90% sure we can't do anything in here. And then after that we will call it a video. So, I'm sorry how scattered this video ended up being, because I know it was pretty scattered. Just a lot of odds and ends I really wanted to wrap up and take care of, and obviously the trading sort of led to other things. But we'll be going full swing to the plot from now on again, so that's always good. Now, I'm pretty sure this section here... Oh, there's actually downstairs section 2. Well, this is longer than I thought, so we'll take care of this next video. So, basically, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. I will see you next time for more Pokemon HeartGold Random Nuzlocke. Take care, guys.